Hello all you epic gamers out there, and thank you once again for tuning in to the channel. It is great to be back here with all of you, and as you can see, we are taking a little break from No Man's Sky right now. I've kind of been on a bit of a Helldivers 2 kick. We've recently, and I'm kicking myself in the foot for not recording during it, but you know, I'm a new YouTube channel and I don't think about these things all the time. But we just finished a major event for defending, we call it Super Earth in the game, but basically defending Earth from aliens that attacked it, for those of you who are not familiar. Oh, let's go catch this real quick.
We've just received word that Illuminate forces have withdrawn from Super Earth. The defense of Super Earth has succeeded. The battle is won. The valiant Helldivers, aided by SEAF soldiers, have saved our home. Days of vicious fighting have ended with the decimation of the once great Illuminate host, last seen warping out of Super Earth's orbit. Multiple megacities lie in ruins. The death toll of high-classification citizens is still being counted. This victory follows an unimaginable assault on freedom, which will never be forgotten, nor forgiven. The Second Galactic War continues, but today is a day of celebration. The shadow of tyranny has been lifted from our great capital. Freedom shines brightly once more, thanks to the sacrifices of our greatest heroes. That's Liberty's latest. I'm Coretta Kelly. May freedom watch over you, and may freedom watch over the Federation of Super Earth.
That's right, for managed democracy. Okay, so before we get too much farther in, I'll go on a bit of explanation for those who've never played Helldivers 2 or who have never heard of Helldivers 2 before. But first of all, if you are new here, go ahead and I want to invite you to hit that like and subscribe button. For any of you who are not subscribed as well, I'm trying to build a channel for a community of gamers, just playing games, having fun, doing so, you know, whatnot. It really means a lot, really helps build the channel, and you know, if you want to see more of Helldivers 2, just, you know, leave that thumbs up as well. Alright, so for those of you who have never played Helldivers 2, or Helldivers in general, I've never played Helldivers 1, but I've kind of gotten the gist of things in this game. So, in Helldivers 2, you are a Helldiver fighting for Super Earth. Basically, Super Earth is a totalitarian regime, for lack of a better word, under the guise of managed democracy, and very xenophobic. We are fighting for human supremacy, and let's just say it's not going so well so far this time. The first game was about the First Galactic War, as you heard on the broadcast there. We are currently in the Second Galactic War against the automatons, which are basically a cyborg, think Terminator type race, or if you're a Star Wars fan, you know, CIS, Trade Federation type faction. We got the Terminids, think Zerg, think Tyranids, any of those, you know, alien races, Starship Trooper. I hear a lot of people make reference to that. I've never really seen Starship Trooper, but from what I hear, they're pretty similar. So that's basically what the Terminids are. And we recently beat back a faction called the Illuminate. They are the third faction from the first game. And to kind of catch up, they came through this wormhole and came and attacked Super Earth. I'm stationed in Super Earth right now because that was the last mission I fought, was kind of the last defense of Super Earth. We only have 2 cities left that survived, mega cities that survived. And we barely beat the Mac, but it was pretty glorious. So right now everyone's just kind of off doing their thing. We have what's called the Democracy Space Station, or the DSS. We can kind of move, the players can move it around the map, and we're all working together, by the way. There's no PvP. We work together to complete objectives. So we are, I think most people are trying to liberate Tarek right now, so fighting the Terminids. So I'll probably go there, just because I like to kind of help. I usually work on either major orders, or I help with where the majority of the people are. Every so often I'll just do my own thing and I'll kind of fight the bots, because I like fighting the automatons. But yeah, it's a third-person shooter. Very fun game. You can get a lot of cinematic moments. You'll die a lot of times. It's just, it is what it is. But yeah. Great game to play with friends. It's kind of picking back up. The game was dying down. We were down to, as you can see up in the top left corner, it says how many players or Helldivers are active. We were averaging, before the attack on Super Earth, we were averaging about 40,000 players at any given time. Now we are back up above 100,000 at any given time, so it's kind of refreshed the game. So yeah, it was a very hard fought battle. Thought we were gonna lose it. They killed the president of Super Earth, so we had to elect a new one. But from what I hear, we're getting ready to start sending probes into the Meridian Singularity, or black hole, wormhole is what more like it. So we can probably plan retribution against the Illuminate host, which attacked Super Earth. And to give you an example of kind of the Illuminates, think War of the Worlds meets Halo, like the Covenant, I think is the best way to describe it. It's like a Covenant flood mix. So War of the Worlds, Halo, Covenant flood mix is the Illuminate so far. So yeah. Alright, well, without further ado, I know that was about a 5 to 6 minute introduction of the game. We are going to jump right in. As you see, my username is Dearborn, not Epic Gaming Life. That's usually what I use my username on for the most part. It has special significance to me. The name of my first Dungeons and Dragons character. And just kind of followed. It's just kind of continued on. So yeah. So I will jump on Tarek here for a bit to help liberate it. Now I'm going to... Oh wow. Just peacekeeping operations? Oh, I bet you I know what's gonna happen. Okay. There we go. Okay. So as you can see, I was a little confused there. That's kind of a new thing. They just have what it is. It's a peacekeeping operation. So you'll click on it, and then you got 3 objectives. Each time you complete an objective, you get more of what's called war bonds. Not war bonds, medals. And you use those medals to purchase abilities, so stratagems is what they're called, or new weapons, support weapons, unlock new what's called war bonds, which then gives you the ability to unlock more, things like that. So yeah, I can typically run against bots and Terminids on about level 6 by myself without too much issue. Anything above that, I need to kind of run with people. So I think I'm going to do launching an ICBM. We'll start with that.
Initiating FTL jump to the Terek system. Jump complete.
Well, I do have it open to the public. I'm gonna do that. And I am running in windowed mode, so if needed I can go over to my video recording software and mess with things if needed, so that's why it minimized when I did that. And we're called Helldivers because we get in these pods and we're dropped from the ship down into orbit. Looks like we have an Eagle Storm and orbital blockade going on. I typically will do this. It increases all stamina, capacity, and recovery. Now against the bugs, I'll do an orbital air burst. That's a good one. And I typically will pick ones that have short cooldowns and are good crowd control. And then cluster bombs for crowd control. Then I will do the quasar and the hoverback. Now I'm always stuck between picking the purifier or picking the exploding crossbow because they're both really good in my opinion. I think I'll do that, and then I'll do incendiary grenades, and I'll keep my sword.
Hellpod launch initiated.
Yeah, if you are just coming back to this game, a lot has changed, and honestly, it's worth playing. I know a lot of people get burnt out because most missions are the same. I really hope I don't get copyright for the music. I might have to turn the music off, guys. I just realized that. So when I get to the surface, I'll turn the music off real quick, and hopefully they don't copyright me on the music up to this point. I still find that so dumb. It's like, why do that? It's part of the game. It's meant to be heard. Why are we...
To you for salvation.
Okay.
Let nothing stand in the way of liberty.
Now typically you have about 45 minutes to complete a mission, unless it's like a blitz search and destroy. Then you have 15 minutes to complete the mission. Okay. Right off the bat.
How'd you like the taste of freedom?
We had some friends. Ow. Maybe I should have picked a sidearm. You gotta watch out for those eagle strikes. They're pretty indiscriminate, I should say. So that's part of the bonus of the DSS, is having random eagle strikes happen on the map. So on lower difficulties, you just got to get the launch codes and then you can launch it. On higher difficulties like this one, you have to get the launch codes and turn on the power to then launch the missile. So we'll see how many missions I can play each episode, because these missions do take a bit, and usually I try to keep my videos at least 30 minutes, around that. So yeah, that's why I haven't really done this game yet, but I just decided to be like, YOLO, we're just gonna go for it. Because it's kind of a game I'm in the mood to play right now. I will be trying to get back to No Man's Sky as well to continue that.
Tactical asset nearby.
And these samples, you need to collect and store as much as you can because you need them to upgrade things. Nice part about the Eagle Swarm is it does kind of help keep the area clear.
Structure destroyed.
Now, usually you have low difficulties, you'll have like one side objective. As you get up, you'll get up to 3 to max, I think, of like 4 side objectives you have to complete, and that was one of them, killing those spore spewers. Because the bugs like to drop noxious fumes.
Firing orbital strike.
Delivering payload.
Yes, perfect. Okay.
Mission map updated.
Okay. Now I think there might be a base back here. There is a base. Now to close these holes, not just any hole, not just any weapon will do. You have to get it with explosives. Luckily, my weapon does explosive damage. Okay. Because whoa. Okay, this is what's called an impaler, guys. And right about there is their weak spot. And what they do is they stick their face in the ground like you saw, and then they, like, 3 spikes pop up and go after you. Very annoying. That's why I have the hover pack. That allows me to just hover there, aim, and kill them.
Sub-objective in your vicinity. Making progress.
Let's go take care of that stalker layer, because that'll get annoying later on. I think I'm bleeding.
Mission at 30 minutes remaining.
Now I gotta be careful here, because stalkers can turn invisible. Like that, and come out of nowhere and kill you, so you really gotta be careful with those guys.
Enemy tactical asset within threat range. Dominant hive structure destroyed.
Have a taste of democracy!
Now chargers, that thing, they have 2 weak spots. They have the head, which is what you saw me hit, and then you can also hit their front claws, and that's their weak spot as well. But yeah, if you find evidence of a stalker layer, you need to, like, shut it down as quickly as possible. Otherwise, it'll cause a great deal of trouble later on. Because then you start getting, like, swarmed of stalkers, because it just keeps spawning stalkers when you're close by. Okay, now there was another hive. There it is.
Say hello to democracy! Go down to spotted.
Bug out
Okay. And we currently, at least probably this mission area, I don't know if it's the whole planet, but this mission area has atmospheric spores, which makes it where you can't really see what's on the map. And that gets annoying. So you kind of have to hope you run into everything you need to run into. Because obviously the more bonus objectives and bases you kill, the more money and experience points and stuff you'll get at the end of the mission. Now, a lot of people don't like using the crossbow. I find the crossbow fun to use.
Main objective nearby.
Does a lot of damage,
Freedom forever!
and
Firing orbital strike. Cyber KIA deploying replacement.
Eagle Storm.
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
That is probably my #1
Point me to the enemy.
cause of death when the DSS is in orbit is Eagle Storm. Okay, I know there's more of you. Particularly hunters. Those things are nasty. Okay. Time to launch this ICBM.
That's called democracy!
Oh, and we basically worship managed democracy. One of these days I'll figure out how to live stream and I'll do a live stream of this. And I'll get a good webcam that allows me to show my face for all of you beautiful people. I just realized I'm lucky there's no shriekers. I would not do well against shriekers. I think I will have to switch out my sword. Or my gun. Or my crossbow, I mean. Because they're the flying unit, and I just realized I'm honestly very weak against flying units with this build. Because this build was built for Okay, C2. So I'll have to rethink my build for the Terminids. Or at least go back to my old one where I had a laser pistol.
Bag's empty.
Now you do got to get out of there when you launch that thing, because the fire will hurt you if you're too close.
You may extract with honor.
Okay. Big bug nest.
Mission at 20 minutes remaining. Orbital strike incoming.
Now you see why I like to have short cooldown time stratagems.
Here comes cavalry. Necessity! Get some!
That's why I like the crossbow. Because you don't have to get in and up close and personal to destroy the nests. I can just snipe the nests from a distance.
Deploying equipment package.
So I had 2 medium nests, 1 large nest. There's probably 1, maybe 2 small nests. Alright, Impaler. Those things used to give me so much trouble, and then the hover pack came out, and now it's super easy. These guys are a piece of cake compared to the Illuminate. Oh my gosh. this will probably be the only mission. I might have to do like a mission an episode until I can figure out how to live stream this sucker.
Extraction is available.
Okay, that should be, I believe, all of the bonus missions. Now these little yellow lights, they're like little escape pod looking things that can have anything from medals to the requisition money, like basically credits, to super credits, which you need to either unlock war bonds or buy things from the super credit store. But it doesn't actually affect gameplay. It just, well, sort of affects gameplay, I should say.
Permanent outpost destroyed.
That might have been the last base. Now the circle samples are the common samples. I don't really need those. I'm maxed out on common samples, so I don't even know why I'm collecting them. But I need the rare samples, and then you have super rare samples that are out there somewhere, typically around a strange looking rock.
Orbital strike incoming.
Unleashing democracy.
You may proceed to extraction when ready. Helldiver KIA.
Yeah, I hate hunters.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Ready to signal.
Don't see the super rare sample rock anywhere nearby. I might just have to head to extraction. Oh yep, that's the one I like to see. I like to see the super credits. And I'm not really seeing any more bases. So I think I'll head to extraction.
Proceed to extraction when ready.
Of course.
Orbital strike incoming.
Delivering payload. Have a taste of democracy.
And that is why I like the airburst strike.
package.
Now, if time runs out, it automatically calls an extraction, and then you no longer have access to your destroyer. So you no longer have access to your stratagems.
Here comes the cavalry.
ETA T-minus 1 minute 30 seconds.
And that is a big bad bile titan.
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
They're pretty nasty. Luckily the Eagle Storm focused on it, but still, if you don't hit them directly in the head, they take forever to take down. I don't even think they have... Alright, I had a yawn there, excuse me. I don't even think they have another weak spot besides their head.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds. ETA T-minus 20 seconds. ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Clear landing zone. Pelican 1 arriving at coordinates. Pelican 1 landing in progress. Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Alright, and that's mission, guys. Pretty straightforward game.
Liberty has seen you through.
But you can get some pretty cinematic moments in this game. I mean, if you just Google it or YouTube it, you'll find plenty of videos out there. And everyone gets those. It doesn't like divide it between your party, which is nice. And it's just kind of where you can see how well you did.
Freedom wins again. Welcome aboard, Helldiver. The Super Destroyer is yours.
Thank you. Alright, everyone. I will end it there, since we're going on 46 minutes. Fortunately, like I said, most
Keep killing those
times
snakes,
if I do this,
Helldiver.
it's just going to be one mission per video until I can find the time and or how to live stream where I can just do multiple missions in one go. So yeah, thank you so much for stopping by as I try adding a new game to the channel. Once again, if you're feeling generous, if you like what you've seen, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. It really means a lot. And we'll see you all next time. Until then, have a good one. Peace.